Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Today is March 14th. We have St. Patrick's Day coming up, just like the Speaker said, and it's coming up fast, including this Sunday is the 200th anniversary of the Savannah St. Patrick's Day Parade. There's over 1 million Georgians that, like myself, have Irish ancestry. My own family immigrated from Newry, Ireland, right around 200 years ago. With that, I'd like to recognize a delegation from the Ireland Consulate here in Atlanta. Cuive Ní Curcur, Consul General. Did I do that right? Okay. Emir Nolan, Vice Consul. Connor Madden, Private Secretary, and Laura Mannion, Special Advisor. Will you welcome them to the House? In addition, we have, they're all with the consulate staff here on Peachtree Road in Buckhead, but we also have with us today, straight from Dublin, Ireland, the Minster Peter Burke. Peter's constituency is from Langford, Westmeath. Did I say that correct? That's in sort of north central Ireland, west of Dublin. He is the Minister of State for European Affairs and Defense. Straight from Dublin, Ireland, Minster Peter Burke. Minister.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Speaker Burns. Really appreciate your time and being here. And also Governor Kemp. I really want to acknowledge and thank both of you for facilitating this, and Representative Carson, which we really appreciate. Could I firstly just pay my respects to former Speaker Ralston, who was a great friend of my country, and I've heard the great remarks that have been made here this morning in respect of him, so I really want to pass on my respects as the country he last visited, I understand, and had a very good and enjoyable experience there, and to your family as well, just to acknowledge that. We're a really special day for us, obviously, with St. Patrick's Day on Sunday, and we are very privileged to be here in the United States, a relationship which we value so much, very dear friends. We have now 9 missions in the United States. Our Consulate General here in Georgia opened in 2010, a country that here, 9.5% of its population claim Irish heritage, about 32 million people, and as your representative said, about 1 million here in Georgia. And the definition, I think, of a good bilateral relationship, dear friends, is that it works both ways. Here in Georgia, we have about 7,000 people employed by Irish companies, a sign of the FDI investment, companies like Curry and CRH on the ground here operating, employing people. I think that's a real evidence that the relationship is working well both ways. So I really want to thank everyone for that. We are investing heavily as an Irish government in the relationship because we value the friendship. We know how much the relationship means to us, and we always remember the great help we got during Northern Ireland to try and get the Assembly back up and running during the time of the Good Friday Agreement. It was a very special time in our history, and the friendship really paid dividends again for us at that particular time. We have 2 points to make in our mission this year, which is very important to us in Ireland. Firstly, our dear friends in Ukraine. We think it is very important that we stand very clearly with Ukraine. I know from being a member of the European Union, it is the first war on mainland Europe in a generation. And a country's territorial integrity, the international rules-based order, the right to self-determination is at stake. And if we in any way yield or lose a resolution towards Ukraine, the consequences will be stark, dear friends. We've agreed a €50 billion budget through the European Union to help them with their economy into the future, and it's so important we do stand firmly with them. The second very brief thing is I want to really acknowledge the US administration and the work they're doing trying to seek a ceasefire in the Middle East. We as a government have been very clear in our condemnation of Hamas and their act on October 7th. We are very crystal clear on our demand for all hostages to be released immediately. But we also see it is so important to protect vulnerable people. We need to get humanitarian corridors right into the heart of Gaza immediately, because we cannot have a collective punishment of very vulnerable people, and that is so important to us as an Irish country. We really need to see that, and I thank the US administration for working with interlocutors in the region to try and achieve that. So the last thing I want to say is that August 24th, Georgia Tech are going to win in Dublin, so go Yellow Jackets. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.